your mind right.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the world, welcome to the Slide Through.
Yeah.
And I am your number one backseat driver, L Smoke the Dog, King Swag with a dime bag.
No diggity.
I spent more money on spilled liquor in bars from one side of this world to the other than you made.
And to my right, I have the enforcer, aka who hit me with the brick. Paco Amana Loco.
Yeah. We in the building.
Get your mind right.
Get it right. Get it right.
Oh, let's get the grill. Oh, hold on. Let's. And to my left, the blonde bombshells. The hip with the drip.
Ooh.
But she gave herself this. I didn't say that. The super sweet bitch.
Oh.
Mary's in the house.
Big sis. Yeah.
Talk to me. I'll talk back.
Well.
Talk to me. I'll talk back.
So, yeah, we'll start off on, We'll start off with my weekend, man, before we got here, man. I had a good week, man. Got to do some things with the kids, you know what I'm saying? Have some fun, you know what I'm saying? Then I got a great text. Yeah, about us reaching a new high.
No, fuck that.
A new high. No. A new high. That was big to me. That was big to me.
You got to text with some chick.
Chick. No, not for chick.
Hit you in the inbox and say, hey man, let's go out for fucking breakfast.
No, not at all. That's not what excites me. Okay. All right. But anyway, so now I got the text from you talking about a new milestone that we had got, our viewers and stuff like that, man. And it was great to hear, you know what I mean? And it's definitely down with my good week here before getting here. So,
yes.
What about you?
Oh, shit. I always keep myself busy with projects around the house, my garden. I smoke my doobies, I garden.
The doobie ashtray.
I'm just looking at your shirt right now, and my God, is those a bunch of daisies on
it? It is. I felt like a daisy today.
I'm glad I'm not on fucking acid. Altering mind.
Psychedelics.
Yeah.
It's just a good week.
There we go. That's what we got. What about you? What about Smokey?
Oh my God. See?
Yeah. Gotta come back.
I gotta get to my Smokey shit. I always gotta do this. I thought, well, first of all, me as a person, let's address what the brother was saying at the beginning of people getting criticized. You know what I'm saying? Cause I say like this, that applies to me. Not to say he was talking about me, but that applies to what, you know what I'm saying, what we're doing. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why I said, I put that out there, because it's like, people might say, well, hey Smoke, I like the show, but your mic was too high. Or the sound was over the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that wasn't a clean cut. Who the fuck are you to criticize when you're not doing nothing to even get criticized for? You understand what I'm trying to do? You understand? You're not doing nothing to get criticized for. We're out here taking the risk.
Right.
We did that analogy the last shit. Who are you to criticize anything? I don't give a fuck if my mic is higher than Paco's and levels are lower.
Right.
And hers is lower and Chris Clay's mic. We're taking the risk to be criticized. You're not doing shit. Because
we do what works for us.
But But let's bring it back though, because they're scared to fail. Going back to what it is. You won't even take the risk. You're just gonna sit back and just criticize other people that are risk takers. You understand what I'm saying? And sit back and critique.
Right.
But we can't critique you because you're never gonna do shit.
Right.
You're never gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
You're just gonna sit back and just be respectfully non-productive. You know what I mean? And not to say that a person don't have a 9 to, you know what I mean? You're just doing, you're just living your life, but you're not taking no risk.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not even taking, like, okay. Now I hate to use this analogy, but if you work at McDonald's, we can't critique the guy that's flipping the burger. You understand what I'm saying? We just get our burger and we blame McDonald's. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, look, man, McDonald's fucked up my whole shit. But it's that guy. It's Derek, or whoever his name is.
Right.
You know what I mean? That was on the burger that didn't give you no pickles. Not the whole McDonald's. See, Derek gets to hide behind McDonald's.
Yeah.
I follow.
You following me?
I follow.
Ooh, I'm right there.
Nobody is doing, again, I don't want to say this, nobody is doing what we're doing to take the risk to put themselves out there to even be critiqued. Just like the brother said, like, what are you doing? Where's your part?
Yeah. Thank you.
Not to be competitive with these individuals. You know what I'm saying? Because they might pop up in their audio might be better. You know, it don't really matter. But my thing is, if you're not putting yourself in a position to be critiqued, whether you're grilling, you know what I mean? Oh, I don't like his barbecue. Well, all right, when you gonna bust out your grill then, so we can check out your barbecue?
Right.
But you're not the guy that barbecues. You just show up and just talk about everybody's barbecue, but you don't cook your own barbecue.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, smoky sauce. Oh, man, I don't like the smoky sauce. All right, that's fine. But
Shame on them.
Yeah, that's fine.
You don't go outside.
But you don't. Okay,
He ain't outside.
Create your own sauce so we can compare and contrast the difference between your sauce and my sauce. You know what I mean? But you didn't even make your own sauce.
Come outside.
So you can't talk about what we're doing and say, oh, audio issues. Oh, I hear squeaks in the chairs.
Yeah.
Oh, well, until you put yourself out there,
Right.
let us critique you.
Right.
And I will probably fillet a fish your ass.
Thanks for watching, but tell me what you like about the show.
But
You
again,
Yeah.
they're not supposed to be watching. Right?
That's it.
You're not supposed to be watching, right? You don't even see. You're not supposed to be sitting. I don't like to slide through shit. But how do you know if our audio's fucked up?
Right. You're watching.
How do you know if we need better mics?
You're
how
watching.
do you know we need to do?
You're watching. You're watching.
You're watching.
Because you're watching.
Yeah, see?
And the thing is, Paco, you know me. I've been cool. I have never really addressed the haters. I've been cool, but gotta take some time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I like that. This will probably be the last time I address y'all. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep it forward. You know what I'm saying? But I know what you're doing. I know what you're saying. It gets back to me. Your friends are two-faced. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not supposed to get back to me.
Or maybe they do want it to get back to you.
Or maybe it's supposed to get back to me. And maybe it's supposed to discourage of what we're trying to do.
Right.
But again, you've seen the numbers.
Right. No doubt.
I mean, just because we don't share, like I'm not that good. I share it with you guys.
Right. Right.
I
Right.
get on these. Oh, look what we're doing. No. That's not me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
That's why I ain't even shoot out a number. I'm just saying we made some,
Yeah,
you
we're
know,
good.
I mean, goals. We met some
good.
goals.
We're good. And it's
Right.
like, there's no need because I'm not, our demographic, obviously, since that number, you know what I'm saying, is not where we live at. So I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I respectfully though, if you're a supporter, fine, but I am not catering to you. You know, local people. I don't care.
Yeah.
You're a drop in the bucket to me. For real. I mean, like, why cater to these
Haters
10,000
now.
people when we have access to billions via the internet?
Yeah, but I don't think, like, I understand where you're going with it to a certain point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But me, myself, personally, like, you're going to have haters whether you're inside, outside, on the side, up on top, down on the bottom. It don't matter. You're just going to, that's just, haters exist, and they're going to always exist. You know what I'm saying? To me, they can only make us get stronger.
Right.
If we choose to let them eat at us, yeah, well, then they're winning.
It
They're
definitely
winning.
is because
You know what I'm saying?
Like, the thing is, for them, is they don't see what we see. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They don't know what we know. They don't get a chance when I send y'all the data, show you
Right,
numbers,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Show y'all the views and show you. They don't get a chance to see that.
Right.
So they might say, you know what I mean? So they're saying, oh, you like, no.
Right.
That's-
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna chop that up and put that on your
Yeah,
board.
no.
We say no.
Right.
No, we're fine. It's just that we're outside of it, and it doesn't matter, and it's better this way.
Well, but that's back to what I was saying. Like, to a certain point, I don't believe all local stuff should be heard, but there are some things, and there are a lot of big local people. I mean, that support big time, you know, and they need to be noticed for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to make it seem like just because of this little certain thing here that we're talking to those ones that show support and that we love and they love us and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because they get mad love as well, because it starts somewhere.
Yes.
What I'm saying is, like, back in the day, you know what I'm saying, like, you said on the past time you was here, a gentleman came up to you and was reciting my songs.
Yes.
Okay. See,
Yes.
back in the day, there was no internet. We had to go face to face. He
Do
probably has
shows.
a physical copy of my CD.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
He might have bought it from you that night. Who
He sang
knows?
like 9
I had
bars.
to travel
He was
and do legwork
rap.
and do legwork and travel for Vandergrift, Leesburg, Apollo, Butler. You know what I'm saying? Katanning, Ford City, with a fucking bag of a book bag of physical CDs with shit and sell them at docks.
Right.
And all that.
Right.
And that was the base. I had to depend on that base. You know what I'm saying? Now with the internet,
We're all beyond that.
go around.
Right.
I don't have. I needed to depend on them to make me relevant.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But now with this internet stuff,
You don't need to travel.
Exactly.
You don't need to travel to get to those places.
That's the
Right.
only thing I'm saying. I'm not disrespecting none of us.
Oh no, I'm not saying that you are. I just don't want them to think
I'm
that.
not
You
doing
understand
that.
what I'm saying?
I'm
Like,
not disrespecting none of our local supporters.
Right.
What's the brother's name? Don't say it because I'm gonna edit it out. Chris Hauser. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chris Hauser because you know what I'm saying? Supporter. He ain't from there. He's from NKP. He don't even know me. He know from the content.
right.
You know what I mean?
But that's all. That's all I was trying to say, because I know where you're coming from, and who you were really directing that to. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want our viewers or our home people and our, you know what I mean, to think that, you know, because some people they can misunderstand or don't see through the, you know, where we're trying to do with their.
I know who the supporters.
You know what I'm saying? And your voices do matter,
Shout out.
and they're heard. You know what I'm saying? So
No, my thing was just that I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. I don't want to be
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just that the fact that when people sarcastically ask me how the pod is doing, now that I learned, because I thought, remember I talked to you just the last time. I said, hey man, I thought people was being genuine. You know what I'm saying? And
come to find out,
when I said, yeah, we're doing that, their faces change. So I'm talking to those types of people.
Right.
I'm not talking to
Right.
genuine people.
And that's all.
You know what I mean?
That's all. I know you. I know.
Soon as I pop something up there on YouTube, you know, it might be up. YouTube is moving slow these days. So, but on my end, 17 likes in 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? On my end, but it might. But if I go on YouTube, it might say 6. But that's some YouTube shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Different platforms.
Yeah. That's some YouTube shit. So it's like, on my end, if I'm looking at the page, we got this number. But on this, it says this number. We ain't tripping. But when it adds up later, you say, there it go.
Right.
There it goes.
Right.
We doing exactly what we're supposed to be doing. Right. We got, what we at, Mary? 140?
I think 141.
Yeah, 140. If we're at 141 and we get 90 views and 25 likes, 50 likes, that's what we're supposed to be doing, right?
Right.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, again, and no disrespect to nobody, opposed to certain people that are not creators. Their main thing is the baby picture, okay? So our original content gets as much likes on this platform over here, you know what I mean?
Right.
As your baby pictures gets on that main platform, as the Facebooks, the Instagrams, you know what I'm saying? And if we go on Instagram, like some of us should do 1,000.
Right.
1,000 views. Like we are all right. Let me get out of here. Because I just think that sometimes when I do this, it just thinks like I'm over explaining. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You know what I mean? Like it's like I'm over explaining like we're down, and it's like I'm over like.
No, it's something that definitely needs to be addressed.
Educate me, Paco. Am I doing too much?
No, it's not that I think that it's too much. I just know how passionate you are about it. You know what I'm saying? Now that's where it comes into is the passion that you have for doing what we do. You know what I mean? There's a lot that goes into it. A lot of people don't see that. You understand what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. I understand that it's the passion. It's a passion.
I see it. I feel things. I feel certain vibes and stuff too. It's something that comes with it. I agree with you. There are certain things that need to be addressed. I don't think you're being extreme with it, but you're bringing up an issue that needs to be brought up. If we want to keep progressing, we have to talk about everything. Right. We got to see things for what it is.
Right.
And so where our next steps need to be.
I like at one marker at a time, I just chose to ignore it. You know what I'm saying? Just ignore it.
Address it and then
put my head down and we just kill them with content and whatever.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? And just say, hey, we just gonna continue to do what we do. But after
slowly eats at you.
But after a while, it's like, well, you got my attention.
I'm not letting it slide this time. I'm gonna say something.
Yes, because we're not we're not doing nothing. Like when I mean we're not doing nothing, meaning that we're not talking about no street shit. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to do with the streets. We're talking about worldly issues. We're not talking about who shot who last week down the block. You know what I'm saying? Which probably they want us to get into that.
Kind of like adding on the drama that's already there.
Yes.
Getting into it.
We're talking about something. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? So, but I just say that to those people, I know we inspire you, okay? And I'm not being facetious, but you don't have to diss us or talk down on us to do your own thing. Just go ahead and find your niche. We still over here trying to figure it out. We just doing it. Just find your niche.
Right.
You know what I mean? But talking down on us and what we're doing over here,
it's not a good look.
it's only gonna get you so far.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
It's
Period.
only gonna get you so far because after 2 or 3 weeks, you're gonna have to come up with something else because the people gonna say, you know what I mean, what you got. That's why, I'm sorry, I'm going on a tangent real quick. That's why I don't have guests. We don't do guests because you're only good as your last guest. We are the content. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We are the content, not the guest, because you're only good as your last guest. I know you guys would love to interview the hardest trapper dude in the world. But what are you gonna do next?
Yeah, exactly what Smoke is saying.
Well
Exactly what Smoke said. You know what I mean? We make the content. We are the content.
With the content.
You know what I'm saying? Therefore, it's not saying that we don't love to do interviews or we won't do interviews or we wouldn't do interviews or we haven't or we can't. Yeah. It's just that we don't just depend on that because if we don't have another interview, then what? The show stops?
Yeah.
Right.
No, that's not how it goes. We are the content.
We're the content.
Interviews are a plus.
Yes. Patreon probably at this point.
Right.
But
it's a plus. It's a plus.
Interviews is just a bonus.
Right.
We're the content.
Right. Exactly.
We are the content.
Right.
You're going to see me, Mary, Chris Clay, Paco, and Bruce giving you the content. Right on. Man, can you leave your board? Man's got, Paco got his own board. Man's don't even want to know how to fucking use it, man.
Yeah.
You damn nigga.
Hey, hold on.
Man's don't want to use.
Good idea. Yeah, we can do more damage that way.
Yeah, you hear me?
You know what I mean? Hey, Mary. Mary knew before I bought it.
I knew it.
I said, hey, I pulled the trigger on Pac. I got him aboard. She said, oh, he's going to be like a kid in the candy store. He ain't used that shit yet, man.
Oh, I just been using it. You ain't hear that? You ain't hear that? No, hold on.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. Love it.
Let's get to it. You just want to get serious. You just want to be funny for a little bit.
It doesn't matter to me.
Let's
I'm
get
on
be
either
funny
side
for
of
a
the
little
spectrum.
bit. Let's be funny for a little bit. So we're gonna listen to it. So give you some backstory. So there's a date going on. The gentleman took the lady to his house instead of taking her out. Cooked her a nice meal, and this is her response.
You haven't even taken one bite out of
I
it.
expected to have
Wow.
I expected more.
You shouldn't be expecting stuff so early
You
on.
shouldn't be lying to me so early.
I didn't lie
You shouldn't be lying to me so early.
I didn't lie about
Come on, I'm
anything.
here for a reason, right?
This is the second day.
I'm here for a reason, right? I'm here for a reason,
Yeah,
right?
because you
so
wanna be
I
here.
expect to go to the Capitol to grill, okay? I want to go out. I want to stay in, okay? You should have told me that. You should communicate.
I communicated
Like
with you.
men too, like these y'all
Exactly.
don't communicate. Y'all want to say that y'all have so much y'all don't. I can really like pull up and take you where I need to go for
Well,
real.
why don't you go with them then?
Okay.
Why don't you go with them?
You're right.
Since they are so much better than me, then why
That's
don't you
not
go with
about being
them?
better. It's about them keeping the stack and you keeping the zero.
I
That's
kept
what
it.
That's what it
This is my house. I own this house.
Okay.
Okay.
You own this house?
Yes, I
You
own this house.
Congrats.
You stupid son of a bitch.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that just sounds fucking ungrateful to me. I mean,
I
he said it's. I hear him saying what? It's only his second date, and she's talking about
well,
should have
gosh.
bring it through me and all this.
Let the lady talk, Rocky.
If he's bringing her to his house on the second date. In her mind, he might be moving too fast for her. See, there is a reason that men do shit a certain way. I'm gonna bring her to my house. I'm gonna make some dinner, have a nice bottle of wine, this, that. Everything's convenient for him. So it sounds like she has went through some things before and she was like, no, I need you to communicate with me. This is our second date.
Get out of here, you damn nigga!
And I quote, you know your damn role and shut your damn mouth.
Listen,
No, sir.
listen, ma'am. Second date. That is amazing. He goes to that. He goes and like. First of all, she trusts this gentleman. She goes to his house. You heard her say, "I was supposed to go to Capitol Grill." Mm-hmm. He cooks her a nice meal, and I wish you could see it. I will show the videos in the cut. It's a nice meal, nice type, some type of asparagus going on, and she said, "Oh, you feed me this?" But let me throw something in there. Because she said, "Oh, I'm here. You know why I'm here."
I thought I heard her say something about Section 8 too. Like trying to cut on him.
Let's run it. You want to run back?
Yeah, let's run that
do
back.
that.
Because she's just trying to be insulting at this point.
You haven't even taken one bite out of
I
it.
expected to have
Wow.
I expected more.
You shouldn't be expecting stuff so early
You
on.
shouldn't be lying to me so early.
I didn't lie to
Well, that's Section 8.
I didn't lie about
I'm
anything.
here for a reason, right?
This is the second
I'm
day.
here for a reason, right?
Call him Section 8.
Yeah,
He's like,
because you
"I
wanna
want
be
this
there.
house."
To go to the Capitol
She's calling him
Grill.
Grill.
Okay, I want to go out. I want to stay in. Okay, you should have told me that. You should have communicated.
I communicated
Like
with you.
men too, like these y'all
Exactly.
don't communicate. Y'all want to say that y'all have so much y'all don't. I can really like pull up and take me where I need to go for
Well,
real.
why don't you go with them then?
Okay.
Why don't you go with them?
You're right.
Since they are so much better
All right,
than me.
man. Gold
Yeah,
digger.
she was being.
EPMD. Gold digger.
My thing is this.
Yeah,
She called him Section 8, and that's why the gentleman had to reply.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute,
I
I own
own
this
this.
house.
I heard it the
But
second time better.
I'm like at the end of the day, she's like, I cooked for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I made something nice.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Second date.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It ain't always necessarily meaning I wanted to get up in the draws.
Obviously, you're not
You know.
giving me and that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
She was saying, you know why I'm here. So my thing is, if he would have took her to Capitol Grill, he probably would have got the draws.
She'd have been happy. She wouldn't have had no problem with it, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Talk to me, I'll talk back. Because she didn't even like the beautiful meal. Because she came
She didn't
to
compliment him for anything.
She came to his
Nothing.
house. She came to his house.
Yeah,
So
she
she
was
knew it was
definitely
on.
an asshole.
Like hey man, if I take you to Cappy, I come back, I get that. Because she was saying, you see why I'm here. You see why I'm here.
I'll tell you what she would have got.
Defend your hey.
I can't.
Oof.
Oh, but ooh.
Can you defend your team?
I mean, I can't defend.
Yeah, you can't
her.
defend
Her, no,
Not that.
not with this, not this one. You're right.
Not that.
Who runs the world? Okay, guys. I need you to think deep.
Okay.
Because I got 2 questions for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I had this with my brother the other day. Shout out to my big brother, bro. We boxing with the bros.
Big roaster. Rony Rone.
Okay, and who was your first Hollywood crush? Like your first famous actor or somebody? His, you know what I mean? I'll give you his because he grew up in, you know, his was Cindy Crawford. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I mean? And mine was since he's 4 years older than me. Mine was Whitley from A Different World.
Okay.
So, who is your first childhood crush. Rock band, TV, anything.
It was definitely some rockers, but
You had a whole bunch
Bret
of them.
Michaels, George Michael. I told you.
Your favorite. We're keeping this to
I mean,
one.
George Michael's
Just
hot.
One.
Just one. George Michael.
I know you. I know you love them all. I know you love them all,
thought,
man.
you know, when you. Yeah, I would have to say Bret.
Bret
I had his
Michaels
posters. I had George Michael's too.
and
but
Bret Michaels.
yeah,
So you would say
I had
alright,
more posters.
We'll,
of
we'll
him.
throw you some bro. Bret Michaels number 1A, George Michaels number 1B.
Him, yeah.
I threw you some bell right there.
There you go.
Mine was Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
And the reason when I watched that that video,
Yes.
I Want to Dance with Somebody.
I remember.
Oh man, I was like, yo, smoke. Like, and I've seen a lot. You know what I'm saying? I've looked, but that's really one that like I had dreams. Like me, yeah, me and Whitney was getting it in. like that type of like yeah, it went above and beyond this. Like yeah, there's just something
Okay.
about Whitney.
Now to connect this one,
Okay.
who was your favorite TV family?
Oh,
Mine's, I picked the Cosbys.
I was right there. I'm right
I
there.
picked the Cosbys.
I'm right there.
I mean, I had a favorite before them, but when they came out, Connors. I love
I
them.
don't know who the Connors
Yeah,
are.
which one's the
Educate
Connors?
us who the Connors are.
Roseanne.
Oh, yeah.
Roseanne, okay. Oh,
That's all you should have
There was a
said.
There was a middle class. And
Right.
Yeah. I like because they were
Right.
playing. I never
Yeah.
watched. I probably seen. a
But
couple
I
episodes.
liked.
But they were.
Yeah, they was like,
They
yeah,
were. Yeah. They were.
kind of I didn't give a fuck kind of little family, like
Right.
little.
Okay.
A lot
Yeah.
of people could relate to that,
Yeah,
you know?
All right,
yeah.
let's do a verses right now. Just off top, a verses. Okay. Tom Arnold. Okay, from Roseanne.
Mm-hmm. Do what?
No, versus. Who's the better dad? Okay.
Oh.
Tom, I mean.
No, it was
You
Dean.
didn't even give me a chance to run my brain. Okay. What was the gentleman's the dad? Tom Arnold's his real name, but what's his dad?
No, he was on the show. That's what I was trying
Roseanne's
to tell you. It was
husband.
Dan, John Goodman.
John
Goodman.
Goodman. What's his name on the show?
Dan.
Dan. Okay. Who's a better father, Dan or Al Bundy?
Dan.
Damn, most definitely.
Damn.
If you want to talk about a
Yeah.
better dad, like what do you
Dan.
consider better? I say El Bunny's more funny.
The more popular dad was Al Bundy.
Yeah, that show was very popular. But Dan was the better dad.
He was the
Totally.
better dad,
Yeah.
but El Bundy was. Like if you wanted laughs and shit like that, and a motherfucker that just didn't give a fuck and he told you like it was, it would have
Yeah.
been Bundy
Al Bundy.
all
yeah.
day, no question.
Al Bundy's
He had his hands, his
Oh,
pants, like
yeah.
oh
that show. I
pig.
watched that.
Al Bundy. My three, in no particular order, will be George Jefferson, Archie Bunker,
You can't have one without the other.
and Archie Bunker,
They were the total opposites.
and
You gotta love that.
Yeah, that's why they did a lot of sitcoms together.
Yeah, the older like 70s, 80s. I grew up with Archie. He was mom and dad watched that a lot.
Archie's Eric Cartman from South Park. I mean Cartman is Archie Bunker. Cartman is Archie Bunker. But continue.
But you know, you got that 70s, early 80s. What about okay, I did used to watch Family Ties. I like that a lot. A lot of the peace and love, you know, and all of that. The mother and the father was, you know.
That's Michael
so-
Fox, Michael J.
Yes,
Fox in
he
it.
was.
Okay.
So, but I did watch that a lot, and the Huxtables,
Well,
the Cosby Show. We loved that.
I'm gonna get my silver spoons back.
Yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
watched that, but I've watched
Ricky
Family
Schroeder,
Ties.
right?
Yeah.
That was
Yes.
Ricky Schroeder.
What else was one? Oh, you know what?
Different
That's
Strokes.
what I was about to say. You just took the word.
Different Strokes.
Yes.
Bill Drummond was an amazing father.
Yeah, he was. And he was raising 2 black children.
Phil Drummond was an amazing father.
2
He was
black
a
children.
He was a rich, nice man. That's
Listen.
hard to find
Listen.
when you're rich and still a nice
And in that
guy.
time and era, that's what a lot of things was like.
Yeah.
Was complicated for him too. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Drummond was an amazing father.
Yeah, he was.
He had a maid, took into the... Actually, you know what?
You have to switch it around.
Shout out to Tootie with her father.
Oh yeah. Rudy
I had a
Tootie.
crush on Tootie.
Love
Yeah,
facts of life.
I definitely had a crush on Tootie.
Yeah. Oh, Tootie.
I had a crush on Tootie for sure. But Mr. Drummond was a good father. He took in 2 kids from Harlem. That's the backstory. Their mother was whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he took these 2 children in and showed them the other side of the...
And not only did he show him the other side, he really loved them. According to the show, it showed his genuine love for them. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't see them as a color.
Like, that was...
It was a good show.
Yeah, it
You know
was.
what?
It was.
For kids, it was.
After all those sitcoms, whether, you know what I'm saying, whatever our favorite was, there was always a message.
A life
At
lesson
the
in
end.
every one.
Facts of Life.
Facts of Life. And you know,
Yeah.
the Facts of Life was a spin-off of Different Strokes
Right,
because
right.
Homegirl was the maid.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And then
she
she
took in
was-
Blair.
She took on all the like
Yes.
orphans
All
almost,
them.
so
Yeah,
to
it
speak.
was
Like
it was
Blair.
wasn't it an orphanage?
No, it was a girls' school, private
Yeah.
school.
Pretty much.
yeah.
Orphanage.
Yeah.
It was
For
a group
girls.
home. They was in a group home.
I guess.
They couldn't
Group
call it a
home
group
for-
home.
That was a nice way of putting it.
It was a group home. I
wealthy
mean, but it was a
families.
spin-off. They did that. That was a good show.
All different young
was.
ladies
We
from
watched
different
that
walks
a
of
lot,
life. They were all from Facts of Life. They were from all
Sitcom
different walks of life.
junkies.
I said like this, but the shows these days are not like that no more.
Nah.
It's so different.
I was talking to somebody and I was like, yo, I got into this. I've been watching this show called The Amazing Catch.
Okay.
And it's, you know, I'm really about reality-based shows.
That's what I was just getting ready to say. Most of the shows
And
nowadays
it's
is
about
reality
these,
TV.
Basically about these fishermen that go crabbing, and they're on the Bering Seas, the waves, and you're just
Big
watching
ships
them.
go throwing in
But
there.
you gotta understand, though,
traps.
the money they make, they probably make, I say at the least, for 3 weeks, 30 grand.
Easy.
You know what I mean? Cold hard cash.
Yeah.
But the shit that they have to go through that's
To
the
get to
thing.
payday.
That's the compelling thing of the show. And they do all that music shit and you know what I mean? You think
Where it
that
looks like
boat's gonna sink.
the sea's
You know
gonna
what I mean?
swallow
It's
the
like,
boat
yo,
up. Yeah.
that you know what I mean? And it's like
Right. I do remember
and
seeing that.
I can take this one way, I can take another way. Which way you want to talk about music or you want to talk about the show?
It don't matter to me.
Just take
I'll tell you, I do it both. Okay. So when I'm looking at the show, right? Mm-hmm. And when people talk about music, when you hear that type of, that's music. You understand? No words.
Mm-hmm.
No words. It just
it makes you feel.
it just gives you the you know what I'm saying? Like even when the news
Put you
comes
in the
on,
moment.
it hits you when you see like, oh shit. somebody's about to die.
Right.
And me, I have I know how to watch it in a way that not like the average listener watches it respectfully. I'm like, listen to this music.
Yeah.
This shit is giving me an emotional experience. This is giving me the endorphins. Like, you know what I mean? And as the boat is sinking down into this, you know what I mean? And and all that music in the background, and I'm like, this is what you call music.
Right, because you could be like in a different room and not even be seeing the TV and hear the music, but like, oh, there's some shit going on in there.
It captures you.
Right.
To what's going on there.
You don't have to, like, you can listen to classical music and know a story. And I'm looking at this, and I'm like, I'm looking at the entertainment, and I'm like, I'm listening to music, it's like it's hitting me. It's what people will say, the chakras, whatever. But I'm like, like, you know what I mean? Like, the boat capsized, right? And they were showing this helicopter, but the music that comes on with the helicopter that has to save the gentleman, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, I just want to fast forward because I don't want to see him die, because the music gave me that emotion.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, even when we watch, I don't know if I said this before, I might have said this with Reno or whatever, but like, we watch movies like the Transformers and shit, that music be going on in the background, but they be fighting on the goddamn Golden Gate Bridge. But we don't give a fuck about all those people dying. We're just watching robots fight. But that, you know what I'm saying? But that music, we're still watching them, but all these cars are falling in the goddamn shit. And we're watching these robots.
Totally captures us.
And that's another thing. I just want to say this. Hey people, we will not talk about AI no more.
Well,
They don't like us talking about AI.
Oh, yeah? It's touchy to some people, huh?
Well,
Yeah.
I just think that, well, if y'all willing to take the risk, I'm willing to do this. They said that when you're doing this type of platform, there's certain things you're not allowed to talk about. Politics, race, and religion. Stay away from it. Don't talk about it. You know what I mean? Don't talk about it.
To who? Whose standards and whose rules are those?
And that's what I'm saying.
That's just a fact of life, period. It's going to get talked about, whether it's on a reality TV show, whether it's a podcast, whether it gets talked about.
There's no way.
Yeah, if I feel like talking about that, man,
My
I'm
thing
sorry.
is this: there's no way that, and that's what I'm saying is, you know, we talked behind the scenes. It's like, yeah, there's a certain direction we can go to. Say, yeah, we can get up there and clown, you know what I mean, and yeah, be so popular. But who's to say we are not allowed to talk about those conversations?
Somebody else's standard. Just like who told you you need to eat a salad with two forks, how you set up a table, forks on this side, spoons on this. Because this person says this is how it's supposed to be done?
Yeah, who's to say we can't be
trailblazers
of that?
What if I just want a spoon as my setup? I don't need all the other silverware.
Yeah. And that's what they said. Those four conversations, that's what I was told, throughout the Just like the person that tried to rob us. Oh, you can only come out on Fridays.
Yeah.
Who said?
right.
Who told you that?
Right.
What's the metrics that says that?
No, I could see maybe them saying because it'll affect with your
but
stats if you're worried about stats. But see, that's the thing about me.
what's the metrics?
I'm not worried about
Yes,
stats.
but what's the metric?
I'm gonna speak what I want to speak.
Who told you that?
Right.
You Who told you that?
And you're riding with it, obviously, because you
Like,
found it
yeah,
important
you was told by
to relay it to me or to us.
thing is, I feel as though we can do what
It's our show. We talk what we want to talk about. Freedom of speech. Whatever happened to that?
that's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, because you're gonna hurt somebody's feelings. I'm
saying
sorry.
that,
Everybody ain't gonna
that's what
agree with
makes
everything.
us-
Yeah,
I think
individuals.
That's what makes us the show, is say that we're willing to talk about these issues.
Yeah.
Some things do need addressed.
Yes.
Well, we're not, even all of us three right here might not look at the same, might not agree with the same thing, but
Right.
we could put it out on the table and talk about it.
We can.
Who's to say, you know what I mean? Of course, it's going to rattle what maybe I might say is going to rattle a lot of other people. Maybe what you say is going to rattle them. Maybe what you say is going to rattle them. Who knows? But hey, one thing's for sure, two things for certain.
There's certain things that we need.
You got to be able to deal with things that just because they're not acceptable to you. Like, there's a lot of things that I'm not, that I don't accept. You know what I'm saying? But I voice my opinion, but that's as far as it goes. It ain't like I'm gonna go beat people up and I'm gonna force you to see it my way. Like, that's just ludicrous. That's just don't.
Again,
It don't work.
we're just talking as friends.
Right.
But my thing is, once they say you put out there public, don't. I'm like, yo.
You say things, you can't take it back or what. I
I'm
said
saying
it
that,
with, you know.
Yeah.
My thing is, as far as taking things back, you know, you give me a phone call.
Right.
At the point,
Right.
get out of there.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you go back into the content, I took the whole
Right.
the one thing down.
Right.
I was like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? After I looked at let's just
Right.
take that down.
Yeah.
Let's just get that out of there. Cause
Right.
I don't, you know what I'm saying?
Because everybody else ain't gonna see it the same.
Cause you wasn't there, you don't know.
Right.
He was jive ass joking, you know what I'm saying? But he
Right.
came off aggressive, you know what I'm saying? Let's just take it
Yeah.
out there. Cause I don't want to
Right.
present him in the
Yeah.
certain light.
And people
on
like to put
the
their
hateful shit, but
own spin on shit.
but listen, but we will talk about this, and I will give you the full context of the conversation. I'm willing to cross those boundaries because we have to. It's especially when certain things are in your face.
Right.
Okay, I don't want to serious this out, man. Have some fun to talk about. Because I do.
All right. Well, I mean,
No.
let's
I
get a-
have one more serious one. One more serious one, because this is something that came on the news, and this is something I've been pitching for people for days. This came on the news, audio.
Now, with an ABC News investigation, an increasing number of cases of a mysterious rare condition are popping up and causing some people to become quite ill. Juju Chang joins us now with how cannabis is linked to the illness. Good morning, Juju.
Good morning to you, Robin. You know, most people don't think of cannabis as making you violently ill, but some people develop this condition after consuming high concentrations of cannabinoids over long periods of time. And this rare illness is being reported far more often with the legalization of marijuana and higher potency and greater variety of cannabis products, from vaping to edibles. When Erica Hagler was
I'm
33,
gonna stop it right there. I don't want to hear her story. I need you to react, Mary.
Oh my God, where to begin? Until them dirty bastards on the hill got involved in all this shit, you didn't know of these types of sickness. We had our weed, we smoked it, we even smoked a ton of it. But until the bastards on the dirty hill got their
Educate
hands,
me on who the Dirty Hill is.
you got the dispensaries now. You got the
What is the Dirty Hill? Just make
Is
it
the government or something?
Yeah.
The government. Okay. Oh, you're talking about the
Yes,
okay,
now
okay.
we're getting sickness.
Alright.
Why? Look at all the concentrates. Once, that's just, yeah, there probably is some sickness. They're going to exaggerate it. But this is all this new shit. We are their guinea pigs. These dispensaries, there's some things in there. How do you think vapes, for example. We had to learn the hard way that there's wrong ingredients that you do not use. I'm a medical marijuana card holder. I bought that legally and paid tax for it.
Okay, my thing is this. Wanna grab?
It's bullshit.
Me, I mean, listen. Whenever you get the like, to Mary's point, you know, once you get the government gets their hands on certain things, even when it was with alcohol, everything was illegal until they get their hands on it. Then it becomes legal. Then stuff starts to happen because it's legal. They want to push issues and certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so yeah,
I
think
predicted this, and shout out to my man Lon Loke, man.
the Loke.
I predicted this about. What happened? See, it's not gonna happen often here. It's gonna happen more in major cities. I mean, I had, I read some books. You know what I mean? And I won't unpack what I read about what I read, but I'm gonna say it like this: that the government, they're going to start putting fentanyl.
I see
That's
it.
what they.
And marijuana.
I see it.
Because the thing is, they're gonna say, okay, only way it's safe is to get it from our dispensaries. You can't get it from the streets because it's gonna be fentanyl. And you understand, the government brings all that shit over here anyway. So they're gonna, you know what I mean? They bring it over here, whatever. So they're gonna, I predict this. They're gonna put, you know what I'm saying? And then they're gonna say, hey, take our government weed. But my thing is this, as far as where we live in Pennsylvania, you know what I'm saying? There's no such thing as medical marijuana. Can't be. Because it's grown in a house. See, with the natural vitamin D is from the sun. It's grown with these type of lights. That's not the natural vitamin D.
It's not.
So it's grown in a lab. So it's a hybrid.
Not only that, the chemicals on top of that. Different chemicals that they give to it.
So they're gonna force us to pay a tax on weed. That's what they're gonna do. A lot of people is gonna die on weed.
Pay the tax on our cigarettes.
And it's gonna be like cigarettes. That's my prediction. And they're gonna scare us into, you know what I mean? A couple people gonna drop off from smoking some weed. You know what I'm saying? They got from the streets, but it's gonna be some fentanyl sprinkling into that shit. And then somebody gonna say, "Oh, they died from weed, the first time ever. So you better get your stuff from this dispensary because it's safe." But for our Pennsylvanians, we ain't getting to call it medical marijuana is a farce. Well, you can't grow weed. Man, we don't you know what I mean? In Pennsylvania, you got 4 months at tops. And we're supposed to be in summertime right now, and it ain't. There's a global warming.
Well, even you can start any plant in the house, in the pot, but weed requires so much more. You know, I could start my marigolds in the house, put them by the window, you know what I mean? But after they sprout and it reaches a certain age, it's got to have that required heat, light, humidity.
The right type of
For a good
soils.
grow,
right.
yes. The real medicinal weed.
Mm-hmm.
And in Pennsylvania, right on. But you can still get good benefits until, you know, in a indoor grow, you could still get good benefits out the plant. It's just that shit that sprays on them.
Right.
All them pesticides. We don't need that.
Right. Well, I mean, everything changes when Uncle Sam gets his hands in the pocket.
Sickness.
And
Now
when
we
he's
got
got a hand
sickness.
on a certain thing, Uncle Sam. That's for sure. There's definitely game changers when Uncle Sam's involved. You know what I'm saying? So it's more about money and control. You know what I mean? So if we can control the product and if we can monetize off of it, that's what we're going to do. So, you know, I think in all plain sight, they thought legalizing weed not because it was good medically and they use it as medical, but they thinking they was going to be able to cut a lot of the drug dealing out. We'll cut the middleman out. We'll make them just buy from the dispensaries. We can control dispensaries. We know what's going in and out of the dispensaries. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't work that. It worked to a certain point because there's still the middleman is still there. You understand what I'm saying?
If they truly wanted to cut the drug dealing out and really make people better, we should be allowed to grow our own.
Yeah, but they don't want that.
I'm always saying
they want to be able to control.
Support grow. You got other states that are allowed to grow so many plants.
Right.
Here in Pennsylvania, oh no, we don't allow you to grow medicinal weed, and it could save your life.
And that's the thing. And what I'm saying is, you can get it from them, but it's still a federal crime to grow your own. And here in Pennsylvania, it's still a federal crime, but you can still get it from them. But that's
they still haven't made it recreational here in Pennsylvania yet either, have they?
No, they
and
haven't.
that's the whole thing about it. That all these weed dispensaries can get raided because the feds ain't cleared it yet. You understand?
And they could.
You know what I mean? The feds ain't cleared it yet.
Wait, or is it the other way around?
No.
I don't.
The state is supposed to trump the feds, but not no more since 9/11.
I thought the feds was
The state is supposed to trump the feds, but not no more.
No, I know the feds. The feds is the law of the land.
Yeah.
Period. It don't matter about all the states, but the states are still allowed.
No, but if the state passes a law, the feds can come in and say, no.
They can. Mm-hmm.
No. This is federal.
Right, because that's the law of the land. Federal is the law of the land.
Go.
The Trump state.
They can come in anytime they want to until it's a federal law. They all.
But this is what I'm thinking that they did smoke. I understand what you're saying, but I think the feds did legalize it. They decriminalized it. Okay, they decriminalized it, but it's up to the states upon their own individual what they want to do with it, as far as recreational and stuff like that. I think they left that to the states.
But what he's saying is right. Also,
that's what I already know that feds is the law of the land.
Yeah, the feds can come in and say, no, I don't give a fuck what your state said. We the feds.
And the Constitution, we're
criminal, man. They let people go.
You remember?
Hey, they'll come. Hold on. We seen a what, man? The feds said,
cut them go.
Let them go.
Cut them.
Let them go because this is a fed case. Fuck you. Fuck your state.
Right.
This, you know what I'm saying?
This is something bigger than the state.
You know what I mean? They let people catch. The feds let people catch bodies about getting the main guy.
Yeah.
So, man, if your shit doing too lucrative, they can come in, man. We don't go fuck what your state say. We the feds.
But still, like, there's certain things.
Under federal law, under this jurisdiction, it might be decriminalized. Yeah, you can walk around with an ounce and, you know what I'm saying, whatever.
Yeah.
But you can't. This ain't under federal law for you to be up here bagging up shit and putting it in jars and putting labels and shit on it. Your state approves that, but the feds didn't.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I think that's why they say the states are to govern themselves, but the feds is the law of the land. Like they're the.
But
like they could come into a state.
Yeah, there's a lot.
And
of,
be like,
that's why a lot of people, a lot of people ain't getting into that shit because the feds can come in. You know, people are setting up, rappers and all that shit. They setting up these dispensaries, and it's like there's certain people saying, nah, I ain't fucking with that shit because the feds can come in. Your shit can be rolling like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well-oiled machine. But the DEA could come in there. You know what I mean?
Shut it down.
Yeah, you've been paying your taxes and all that shit. They can't get you from tax evasion because you've been paying your taxes. Because usually all the guys go down for tax evasion, but you gonna go down. Man, you got a organization going on. You got people picking weed. You got people. You know what I mean? This is a RICO act. No, for real.
I agree.
You're
I'm laughing sarcastically, like.
But to the feds, it's like, hey, you're the leader of this operation, even though you didn't kill nobody, because Big Meech from BMF went down. Didn't kill not a person, but he got 30 years. You know what I mean? Just on the strength of he was getting 227 keys a month. You know?
He was head of the show.
Yeah, didn't catch a body. No violent crimes. You know what I mean? So they can do these dispensary guys the same way. He got 30 years. His brother is out. They were partners. But they just wanted...
Right.
His brother probably did about 7 of his 30. Got out on some COVID shit. Yeah, I mean, what? Let's not go into that. Right. You know what I'm saying? But
the hippies were right.
But I'm just trying to say that that medical marijuana, and then also it's double for the street price.
Yeah.
It's double for the street price.
They run deals. They sell some sucker buds and run some deals.
Run some deals. Oh, we'll get you some shake. We got some shake.
Yeah.
We got some shake from
THC levels low.
Yeah. So,
I'll give it a great deal on that.
The packaging costs more.
I'll land my plane on that one. It's not medical marijuana if you're living in Pennsylvania. It can be because you don't get. What makes it medical is the natural vitamin D from the sun from growing it outside. That shit is growing from halogen lights. Just like, fuck it, let's just take it there. Babies are supposed to be born in natural sunlight, not these type of lights.
You can greenhouse. If you have an open area and things in a really nice greenhouse, and you can start things earlier, and it all kind of works. But I get what you're saying. But you don't have to spray all pesticides and artificial lights and things like that.
I mean, to grow weed outside, you don't have to walk around in hazmat suits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just plant your seeds and let it go, do what it do. You just have to do all this shit. And actually, at the end of the day, I mean, we're gonna take a break, guys.
Yeah, baby. Get your mind right.